It's a Sunday. My controller. Listen, I can't even play that song because I get copyrighted. We back with a new Kareem, another one. I know. If you haven't seen the video, I sat down, as I'm recording this today, I sat down yesterday and actually took the time to explain how I was feeling about FIFA 20, career mode, my thoughts on the direction of the channel, etc, etc. So if you haven't seen that, there'll be a link in the description where you guys can click and go ahead and check it out. But for those of you that are loyal and follow the channel, you probably would have seen it, and I already explained why I am not continuing the Roma career mode and where we are gonna go moving forward. So here we are with Brighton, you know. Who's been to? I've been to Brighton. Have I been to Brighton? I've been to Brighton. It was fun, man. I've been to Brighton, you know what I'm saying? That's all I really know. I didn't really know there was like houses down there, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was just like, what, you know what Brighton is, just that little coast part with the sea and everything and the shopping centre. That's all I thought it was, but clearly not, you feel me? You know, football club obviously. And the badge is badge is clean, kit is clean, stadium is clean, team is a bit of a sticky one still, but we're gonna improve that over the course of however many seasons we do. I don't know how long we're gonna go, and I just want to put this out there. I don't know how often I'm gonna upload, meaning I think I'm gonna go with the schedule of running this series every other day, just so it gives it breathing time for you guys to catch up on episodes and, you know, etc, things like that. So don't expect these videos every single day, but I might do a thing where if you hit a certain amount of likes, then we will continue to upload it the next day and etc, etc. But that's only if it hits a certain amount of likes within a certain time period. If it doesn't, then we'll just roll with every other day. So if you're gonna enjoy the series, then make sure you hit the like, you feel me? Make sure you hit that now, please. Just smack. Hey, listen, you got good elbow, you just with the elbow, drop the like button for me, you know what I'm saying? People's elbow, rock bottom. So as you can see, I'm on the main hub here right now, and I've already created 2 teams and I've done the custom tactics and all that good stuff, sorted out the starting 11. This is the starting 11 I'm going to roll with. We've got Mapai at the top, who just recently signed from Brentford in real life this summer. We've got Trossard, who also recently joined this summer as well. On the left is Cordero, on the right we've got Proper and Gross in midfield, with Moy in the central defensive midfield. I want to roll with a 4-1-2-3. I feel like that's kind of where I want to take this team. You always using the 4-3-3 attack, or the one with the cam, so I want to switch it up a little bit, man. This series is about switching it up. I've never used a smaller team like this. Well, I did, but I didn't really enjoy the series. Never use a real small team. I've never really used the 4-1-2-3. I don't really use any other formation on FIFA besides a 4-3-3 with the cam. So I want to switch it up a little bit. So that's why we're using the 4-1-2-3. And then we've got Bernardo on the left, Montoya on the right, Dunk, Webster as the back centre backs with Ryan in between the sticks. Let me tell you right now, we are going to get split open. Now we're going to get destroyed. Flipping Dunk and Webster, are you mad? It's a recipe for disaster. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. And the fact that we've obviously got the patch now, which means teams now do play their full strength side, it's a wrap. We come up against Liverpool or Man City, boy, I might as well just simulate it. I might as well not even play the game, because we're gonna get split open like a banana. Off. Bernardo and Montoya as the fullbacks. I mean, and then you got Proper, you got is it Gross or Grob? Let me know in the comment section down below if you support Brighton or you watch Brighton or you just know how to say those like letters. You see like how it looks like a B but it's not. If you know, let me know in the comment section down below, but I believe it's Gross. Let me be right, hopefully. Mapai is the player I'm most excited about using in this career mode, not Trossard, although he is a brilliant signing for Brighton. Mapai is the guy that I'm looking forward to really developing and seeing how good he can actually be. Second team though, the Brighton under-23s, we've got Connolly, who's one of my favourite players in the Brighton side as well. If you saw him in that game against Spurs, my goodness, did he... I'm not comparing him to him, and I'm not saying he's going to be anywhere near his level at all. Probably won't even reach that potential that he supposedly has. But he was showing signs of little Messi, man. The guy's small, quick feet, dribbling, footwork, everything. The body was on job against Spurs. I am not trying to pronounce Donny's name on the left, but we're going to go with Jahan. He's on the left there. We've got March, who was kind of like the face of Brighton last season in terms of FIFA. Everyone kind of, you know, knew about Brighton because of because of March, sorry. Stephens and Basuma in midfield, and then we've got Baluta. I don't know if he's new, but he plays in the central defensive midfield role there. We've got Bong, Duffy, Belongan, and Shalotto as the right back with Button in between the sticks. If you're wondering where my boy Steely is, Donny's cutting that Steely. So those are the two teams for the season, and we haven't got the transfer window enabled, so we're not making any signings. We're switching it up, man. Every single career mode I start, we always start with the transfer window open. We're going to delay that, man, and it's going to build real anticipation for the January transfer window, because that's ideally going to be our first summer window. And I've seen a few people do it. MGH do it. My close friend Brain Kirison, he does it in every career mode he's ever done. So I want to follow suit and try and see how different it is to not have that luxury of signing players from the jump, man, because ideally you should really just start with the squad, because the summer window of real life is gone. So we're going to see how well we can do with this team. It's not great by any means, it's really not, and it's going to be a struggle, but of course still leave suggestions for players you want me to sign in the January transfer window. Literally leave suggestions, because the more suggestions you leave now, the more I can take time and actually identify and add them to the shortlist. So make sure you go ahead and do that for your boy. We do have 40 million. I did add the 60% increase to the transfer budget, and we've got 302k on the wage budget. However, you know what I'm saying, your boy has exclusively, you know what I'm saying, invested into the youth academy. And you know, I got that 5-star off the bat, Charash, you know the rest, Leandros. You know, I'm not trying to pronounce your second name. He's in England for the whole season. Not trying to pronounce his last name, but Victor is in Scotland for 3 months, and then I'm not trying to pronounce any of your names. Actually, Lagunov is pretty easy. He's in Northern Ireland for the first 3 months. We're trying to get close to homegrown talent that we can as possible, being in Scotland, England, of course, and Northern Ireland. So that's what we're going to be starting off, where we'll start, you know, bringing our academy players and things like that in. So yeah, that is pretty much that, really, and that is pretty much it for the introduction, man. You've already seen the overrules and the starting 11s pretty much with the how I showed the squad. Try to switch it up, as I said, and yeah, if we go over to the office here, you feel me, we do have emails, and I did send out a scout of future stars, so we'll be getting one of those back within the next week or so in game, so we can get rid of him, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Brighton board, you know what I'm saying, we recognize that. Already messed up. I said that and it says the my boy Brighton board, listen, let me chat to you, let me see what the objectives are saying. So keep the player salary growth under 10%. The domestic success, they want me to finish mid-table. The Emirates FA Cup, they want me to reach around the 16, all doable. No continental objectives because we're not in the Champions League. Brand exposure gain, 22.5 million from shirt sales, which will be doable after January. Youth development, sign 1 player in our youth academy to the midfield position, which is a position I was actually looking for, funnily enough, with bringing in the youth staff. And just a little bit of the overview here. Nothing major, really isn't nothing major, so we should fly through all of those objectives with ease, man. We're finished. We're finished. That is done. You might as well just relegate me. It's done. It really is. The back four is shambolic. So that is the introduction done, man. That is it done. If you have enjoyed the introduction, then make sure you do leave a like on the video, man. Really, let's try and get 50 likes on this video, man. Get this series out there. I know you've probably heard this twice already with Dortmund. You know, we already know what happened with that career mode. Roma, I just didn't, that wasn't it. So here we are, Brighton. So make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. This is the one. I can feel it. It's been on my mind for a while. This is the one. I can feel it. We're ready. We're there. You're not saying I'm in the field. You know, like your lymph notes when it's like inflamed, and yeah, if you ever had like an infection, yeah. Bit of a sticky one still. I'm out of here, man. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourself. Peace.
Came through dripping Aquafina. I'm 7'15", kept a weapon on me. just I'm my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell her peace. Love is love.